Very often, divorce comes with some kind of betrayal story, whether it be betrayal by having an affair, or financial betrayal, or something that was perceived to be a lie or untrue. And that's always difficult, but it is even more difficult when you're still stuck living with each other, having to maybe have meals together, especially right now during this time where most of us are still living with our spouses, even if a divorce has started and there's no access to courts because of the whole COVID-19 coronavirus situation. So I just want to give you a couple of quick tips on things that you can do to navigate forward so you don't feel like you're going crazy while you're living under adverse conditions. The first thing is to know that this time period is going to pass. This is a moment in time. Give yourself space. Try to be in the other room if there is another space you can go into physically. If you need to be in the same space physically, know, first of all, you're not alone. There's a lot of people who live in small houses. Read a book, do your work, speak to a friend, text with a friend, even surf a little bit on social media, which is not something that I generally advocate during a divorce, but at this time, just don't read too much about coronavirus. It will just make you crazy. So create actual boundaries between you and your spouse so that you're not constantly having to engage. Now, that does not mean you have to give them the cold shoulder and make the environment unpleasant for everybody. You can be polite, you can be kind, but you can also have a certain edge or a limit to the amount of interaction you'll have. One thing that's really helpful is to try to set a consistent number of topics or specific topics that you will engage on and other topics you won't engage on. So maybe you need to engage on who's cooking dinner tonight, but we're not going to talk about whether we're staying together or not if we've already made the decision to make the break. You need to keep the stress down, keep things calm. Most people are feeling a level of agitation at this time, and also bearing this in mind can be very helpful because a lot of what's going to be coming at you, just as in ordinary times, but even more so now, has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the person that you're dealing with. So try to keep calm, and what comes to mind all the time these days is keep calm and carry on. There's a reason that's so catchy. I hope that's helpful.